Here is how to grow your wisdom with God, because you want to get insights that are not available to everybody. You are going to be able to get ideas and be able to make the right decisions without making mistakes because of this kind of wisdom, the wisdom that God gives you. To be able to get this wisdom, you need to be able to have one thing. And this one thing is the thing that Job talks about. Job talks about in Job 28. Where can wisdom be found? Right? Surely there is a mine for silver. This is what I'm reading to you, like in Job 28. You can find it also. Surely there is a mine for silver, and a place where gold is refined. Iron is taken from the earth, and copper is smelted from ore. Man puts an end to the darkness, and he probes the farthest recesses for ore in deepest darkness. Far from human habitation, he cuts a shaft in places forgotten by the foot of man. Far from men, he dangles and sways. Food may come from the earth, but from below it is transformed as by fire. Its rocks are the source of sapphires, containing flecks of gold. No bird of prey knows that path. No falcon's eye has seen it. Proud beasts have never trodden it. No lion has ever prowled over it. The miner strikes the flint. He overturns mountains at their base. He hews out channels in the rocks, and his eyes spot every treasure. He stops up the sources of the streams that to bring what is hidden to light. But where can wisdom be found? And where does understanding dwell? No man can know its value, nor is it found in the land of the living. The ocean depths say, "It is not in me," while the sea declares, "It is not with me." It cannot be bought with gold, nor can its price be weighed out in silver. It cannot be valued in the gold of Ophir and precious onyx or sapphire. Neither gold nor crystal can compare to it, nor jewels of fine gold be exchanged for it. Coral and quartz are unworthy of mention. The price of wisdom is beyond rubies. Topaz from Cush cannot compare to it, nor can it be valued in pure gold. From where then does wisdom come? And where does understanding dwell? It is hidden from the eyes of every living thing, and concealed from the birds of the air. Abaddon and death say, "We have heard a rumor about it," but God understands its way, and he knows its place. For he looks to the ends of the earth and sees everything under the heavens. When God fixed the weight of the wind and measured out the waters, when he set a limit for the rain and a path for the thunderbolt, then he looked at wisdom and he appraised it. He established it and searched it out. And he said to man, "Behold, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom, and to turn away from evil is understanding." So this is where wisdom begins. It begins in fearing the Lord. Why? Why would fearing the Lord begin like wisdom? Because then you will actually do what God wants you to do. Then you will actually understand like that you're not in control. You will understand that you cannot like know everything yourself. So the fear of the Lord, the fear of God, creates wisdom, because not only you humble yourself, because you are afraid of God, of his greatness. And it's not like a fear, like a negative kind of fear. It's a healthy kind of fear that just, you are scared of not doing his will. You are scared because you're scared of disappointing the Father, right? And this fear makes you get tremendous urgency in acting upon what God tells you to. When you act in urgency, you actually obey God. And to me, this was like a great revelation this morning, right now. I came across a job, like opening the Bible randomly. I was like, okay, I'm going to read this. And I read Job 28. And at the end, this hit me. I'm like, you may love God, but you don't fear him enough, right? This is what God says. God told me that, like, you fear not God. You love me, but you don't fear me. You need to fear me, because if you do fear him, you will not disobey him. You will not delay acting upon what he tells you to do, right? And when you don't delay and you don't actually act in urgency, like, okay, God told me to do this, I need to do it, and I need to do it fast, you actually act very fast. You put a lot of actions, a lot of speed to it, and you just accelerate your growth. You accelerate what God wants you to do. You accelerate toward doing what God wants you to do, right? If this helped you, if you like this, like, subscribe, share it with someone that you think it might help, to help them get this fear of the Lord. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Ivaldi Sako. I went from being a broke personal trainer in France to working with millionaires around the world and traveling. I'm now in Dubai, and here I just document my journey to help you become truly free and successful and become everything God created you to be, right? If this interests you, if you are an ambitious Christian or if you're an entrepreneur, this is for you, right? This is for you because you're going to be able to get insights that nobody talks about. And you're going to be able to get more things done, get successful, get free, and become everything God created you to be. If this interests you, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next one. Take care.